Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. On the visitor sideline, Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders. These guys with 2 straight home losses to start the year, hoping to have better luck on the road here in week 3. On the other side, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now the first carry here for the running back. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 11 carries, 67 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. When they failed on that 3rd down play, that brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now as they get set for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 44.
They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
First down.
They'll run it again with Smith. No dice this go-around. Behind the line and taken down. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards leads.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got it. On 4th down, the Chiefs send down Matt Araiza to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll go to the keeper. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll set up a throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Intended for number 11. Incomplete.
In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Kansas City Chiefs.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. A beautiful fake. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back to throw now on 1st down.
That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
7-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brings up 3rd down.
It's a quarterback sneak.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Here's a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw. And they'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Powers ahead at the 45. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Second and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And here's Matt Araiza now. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
First down. First and 10 at the 44.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll drop the throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
It's second and inches.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
Yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it'll be Raiders football, first and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First down, Raiders.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Second and 11. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
He'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
15 yards on the play. That's good for Las Vegas. First down.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1.
Looking to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First and 10 at the 30.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Second and 13. Looking middle, That's complete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 49-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. He's across midfield. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Over the middle, it's complete. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man and he hits it in stride. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away.
This is taken at the 18. Oh, look at the juke. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit.
The ball comes out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 30.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll try and sneak it here. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. There's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll set up a throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league.
A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
For Kansas City.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And the Raider first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Raiders.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Raiders first down. 1st and goal, Raiders.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now they'll switch it up here, look to throw. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
And he's got it. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gay's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
9 now. And his throw is going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Jeremy Chin. It's a gain of 9. Brings up
2nd and 1. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now they go screen. It's complete. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
26. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
3rd down and 1. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good.
Makes
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd down and 4. They'll drop to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st down.
He'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So out come the Raiders. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved off a recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
It's a pickup of 60.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll set up to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try to run it here. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
32-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Oh, good move. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown!
Trey Tucker.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders get a bit closer.
They'll try and throw for it.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week.